Now, if we look at the ISS, we can see that they're thriving, probably. The ISS gets shipments and new crew every few months. Astronauts get food because they need it or they'll die. There are over 200 food and drink options on the ISS menu. There are a few conditions needed for food to be taken on board the ship. It's got to be light and compact since the ship can only carry a certain amount of stuff. And it's got to last long, which there are many methods used to achieve that. For example, some foods are dehydrated and then rehydrated on the spaceship. There's no refrigerator or freezer, which means all their meals are stored at room temperature. But they do have an oven, which means they can eat their food in relative warmth. And by the way, their salt and pepper are liquids.
The toilet. We all need to use it, at least a few times a day. In space, there's no toilet. In the ISS, the toilet is a can, with suction so the stuff coming out of your butt won't fly everywhere. To poop, put a bag in the toilet. Then go. Well, before going, you gotta put straps on to stay in place. For peeing, connect your urination device to the wall. And secure yourself with a strap. No one wants pee flying around. Then after all that, you gotta use suction, which is like flushing. Then to wash your hands or shower, you don't. There's none of that. Just use a washcloth and bagged water with soap. Sleeping. You can't sleep lying down in space. It's a weightless environment with zero gravity. You need to be tied down to something so you don't go flying around. The ISS has sleeping rooms. Each has a sleeping bag, pillow, a lamp, air vent, and a place for some belongings. The noise level on the ISS creates poor conditions for getting good sleep, so earplugs are usually worn to bed. Or bag, I guess.
Yes! Entertainment! My and probably everyone else's favorite thing to do when they don't want to face the ever-growing problems of life. And yes, astronauts are human and get to relax and entertain themselves. A popular pastime to do in the ISS is looking out a window and marveling at Earth's beauty. Astronauts can actually connect with the rest of the world. Sometimes, and even if you got internet, it's very weak. They can do what they normally do on Earth as well, like answering emails, calling others, going on Twitter. They can also watch movies and listen to music as well. You can also bring the things that you like. You can bring instruments, books, games, etc. You also can speak to your loved ones once a week. Wish I could too.
Exercise is vital in space. Because of microgravity, you will lose bone and muscle, which will make you weak and smaller, which is terrifying. Here's 3 pieces of equipment that ISS people can use. ARED. It imitates weights used on Earth. The T2. It's just a treadmill, but you gotta put a harness on so you don't fly. It's also connected to computers from Earth. Then there's the Cevis, a space version of a stationary bike.